Welcome to Chester Valley Golf Club, site of the Golf Association of Philadelphia's 29th Middle Amateur Championship. In round one, scoring on the Malvern, Pennsylvania track proved difficult, with a field stroke average of 79.9. In the morning, Chester Valley's own Joshua Isler was the first to dig into red figures, standing at 2 under through 9 holes. A triple bogey on the testy par 4, 417-yard 12th hole, however, set Isler back into a crowded morning pack. Rich Pruchnick of Back Creek Golf Club emerged as the morning leader with a 2 over par 72.
Hit a lot of greens, hit it really solid all day. Probably hit 16 greens, I would guess. Didn't make a whole lot of putts, but it was around the hole all day. So held it together well and comfortable with the first round 72. I think it's a good jockeying position to be in.
Would anyone break the par barrier in the afternoon? John Brennan of Philadelphia Cricket Club stepped up to the plate and shattered the scoring trend. He carded a solid 3 under par 67 to grab the middle amateur lead after day one. After making the turn at even par, Brennan blitzed the back 9, firing 4 birdies against a bogey. Following back-to-back birdies on numbers 10 and 11, Brennan made a miraculous save on the par 4 13th hole.
I had 152 out of the rough, and that was that time I hit pitching wedge, left it below the hole, about like a 12-footer, and rolled that right in the jar.
On the strenuous par 5, 495-yard 15th hole, Brennan nearly reached the green in 2 strokes, then bumped a pitching wedge to 5 feet and drained the birdie putt to move to 3 under. Brennan hit a cut 5-iron to 5 feet on the par 3, 191-yard 15th hole and had a great chance at birdie, but just missed the putt. Brennan didn't let another birdie chance slip away on the next hole, knocking a pitching wedge 133 yards to 12 feet and executing the red figure putt.
I caddied here when I was going through college, so I felt comfortable on the course. And a lot of guys probably come here don't feel comfortable with the golf course, but I feel comfortable. I know the lines. I feel like I have a good idea on the green. So that was a big thing. An idea where putts are going to break. I think one of the biggest advantages is the move to Philly Cricket this year, where the greens at Cricket this year have been lightning fast. So the speed of the greens really wasn't an issue to me. I felt comfortable on the greens because they seemed very similar to how Crickets were all day. So yeah, I didn't have, knock on wood, didn't have any 3-putts out there, but I did feel good on the greens today.
Brennan says he won't look at leaderboards tomorrow as he enters round 2 in the driver's seat.
The tough part's probably going to be sleeping on the lead, that sort of thing. I'm sure I'll get a lot of text messages tonight from people wishing me luck, but it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's your club or you're playing in the GAT Mid-Ams. Sleeping on the lead could be tough, but I'm looking forward to the challenge tomorrow. We have a baby at home. We got a 9-month-old, so I'm going to go home, play with the baby, see my wife, and just really try to not think about it as much as I can. Just kind of go home, be dad, and to the baby, be my wife, just kind of have a regular night at home.
Joining Brennan in tomorrow's final pairing are Benjamin Smith of Little Mill Country Club and Michael Brown of Philadelphia Pub Links Golf Association, the 2009 Mid-Am champion. Smith was the only other player to break par and stands 2 shots off the lead.
My expectations were pretty high. I've been playing pretty good golf lately. Being paired up with Chris Lang and Chip Lutz was kind of an inspiration for me. I rose to the occasion. Anyone's played pretty well. Anyone's for the taking right now. 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots. It can go away in a matter of 1 hole. So I'm just going to play my game, hit it straight, hit the green, and pour some putts in. And hopefully, I'll be walking down 18 with a chance to win.
Round 2 gets underway at 7:30 a.m. Will Brennan keep his distance, or will another rise to victory? We'll find out tomorrow. Until then, for GAT TV, Tony Regina. It's round 2 of the Golf Association of Philadelphia's 29th Middle Amateur Championship at Chester Valley Golf Club. Entering the day, Philadelphia Cricket Club's John Brennan held a two-stroke advantage over Little Mill Country Club's Benjamin Smith. From the outset, it was a two-horse race between the two as other contenders gradually fell off the leaderboard. Smith immediately closed the gap with a birdie on the par 4, 377-yard first hole after drilling a pitching wedge 127 yards to 15 feet above the flagstick. Brennan, meanwhile, made a vital par save from the left greenside bunker to settle into the round.
I felt comfortable on the tees. I felt comfortable on the greens. I was never worried about the conditions of the golf course.
A bogey on the par 5, 568-yard second hole dropped Brennan into a 2-under deadlock with Smith for the tournament lead. That's as close as Smith would come, though. Bogeys on numbers 3, 5, and 6 set the middle amateur rookie back and allowed Brennan to maintain a two-stroke cushion. With 9 holes remaining, Brennan slipped a bit on the par 3, 215-yard 10th hole. He missed the green with a heavy 4-iron, pitched up to about 10 feet above the flagstick, and failed to convert his par putt. Brennan did manage to survive that misstep. Smith, however, made a crucial one of his own on the 12th hole after steering his drive into the hazard on the left.
I couldn't ground my club really, so I was basically holding the club about 8 inches on top of the ball. And when you do that, like, you never really know how, you know, you're just as good as your hand-eye coordination there. So, I mean, I hit the ball, kind of shot out in the fairway, and hit a 6-iron up there, and then couldn't get it up and down. So that was that hurt. That was a double bogey.
Brennan, meanwhile, drained a slick 25-footer just to save par and to keep his momentum going as he looked to maintain his edge over Smith.
That was a big putt because now it might press Ben a little bit here. Now he's really got to pick up the pace, in the last 6 holes to kind of cut down the distance.
Despite the error on 12, Smith still had a bit of fight left in him. He reached the 14th green in 2 strokes, lagged his eagle try to 10 feet, and made the birdie putt to move within 2 strokes of Brennan. Both players made spectacular par saves on the 15th hole. Smith after flying an 8-iron over the green, and Brennan after a poor chip shot to recover from a missed green.
I think when I got to 15, when I crossed the road, I said, "Hey, this is right here. You gotta come up with some good shots here down the stretch." And I think that par putt I made on 12 was a big putt there, but the par putt I made on 15 was just huge because I just kind of feeling Ben was going to make that putt for par, and that really kind of kept me going down the stretch there.
The par 4, 429-yard 16th hole essentially finalized the event's outcome. Brennan hit a gap wedge 118 yards to a foot. Smith experienced trouble from the get-go.
Should have hit a driver off the tee. I elected to hit a 3-wood, and I didn't hit it well at all. It was a driver. Looking back, that was the mistake. The approach shot was pretty tough. I had to keep it under a tree, but I also had to carry it about 130 yards to get it to the fairway. So I had to hit something, pretty hard. And I pulled it a little bit, and it went, I'd say, about 20 yards past the hole on the left side. And then I was blocked by a tree with my pitch. So I had to, I played smart to, like, the left side of the green. And the greens are hard, firm. So I hit my pitch, and it hit the front of the green and went over, and then wasn't able to get that one up and down from there, so that was another double bogey.
Brennan has roamed the Gap Major hallways and gently knocked on the door a few times over the last few years. He kicked it in on Thursday to earn his first individual Gap title.
It's overwhelming. It's really tough to put into words what this means. I've won some invitationals, Huntington Valley, Metedeconk, but to put my name on a Gap trophy, words can't describe it. It really means a lot.
With a field scoring average of 79.6 on day 2, Smith is certainly satisfied with a runner-up finish.
It feels great. Any tournament I finish second in, I'm very happy. If you were to ask me beginning of the week, would you take second place? Absolutely. It was my first mid-am. It's my first GAP event I've actually, showed up in, I feel like. Last year I had a rough season in the GAP.
Brennan is the first Philadelphia Cricket Club member to win the Middle Amateur since Robert Savarese Jr. did so in 2003.
This ranks right up there in one of my greatest accomplishments.
Signing off from Malvern, Pennsylvania, Tony Regina, DEP TV.